All right, Fred. So, as I documented before, you lived through many of these years. Even though last year the defense was phenomenal, I think we all knew, even if Rex wasn't brought in, that the Bills were certainly on the rise. It's been rough sledding for a while, and the Bills fans are great, even through some lean years. But there's a different lather. Rex brings a moxie, he brings a presence, he brings a swag. You mentioned McCoy and Percy Harvin and some of the other kids that are there. It just seems like. We haven't seen this buzz around the Bills since Jim Kelly. What's it like as a player to actually feel that?
Oh, man, it's a tremendous feeling. It's one that we, like you said, haven't had in a long time. And I think everybody in this community, feels what Rex brings to the table, what the Pagulas are doing for us as the new owners. I think all the fans can appreciate that. It's the same buzz in the locker room. Guys are excited about this team that we have and what we have the ability to do. Granted, we look great on paper, and it's on us to go out and make some plays and make it all come to fruition, but it's a lot to be excited about, and we're looking forward to this season.
And the amazing thing is Fred Jackson, running back for the Bills, Tiki and Tierney, CBS Sports Radio, as many things as you have lined up in the positive column, and boy, there are a multitude of good things. The one thing, and you know this as a longtime vet, that can derail big plans is shaky quarterback play. And I know Tiki kind of glossed over it, but it's an issue until one of these kids or Castle, the vet, proves that they can play well. I think people will stop a little short of pushing the Bills into that upper echelon. Where is it at so far? Who's winning the competition? Who's looking good? What are you seeing from the quarterbacks?
Well, it's something that we're all excited as players to see play out, too. With Matt, a veteran that brings his game, we know what he can do. He's a guy that knows how to win. When, Brady went down, he stepped in and made plays for those guys. So he worked well last year until he got hurt, in Minnesota. He had won that job. So we're excited about what he brings to the table. Tyrod is a gifted freak. He's a guy that can do whatever you ask him to do. He can throw the ball. He can run well. So we're excited to see what he brings when he gets on the field, to see what he does. EJ's a guy that's a different guy. He had a guy that beat him or took over his job last year, so he's highly motivated. He learned a lot from Kyle last year. And it's a lot of fun watching all three of those guys compete. And I can tell you, everybody in that locker room is excited to be behind whoever it may be at quarterback, because we feel like we can win with any one of those guys.
All right, competition's a good thing, but here's what we really want to know, Fred Jackson. In week one, who's giving you your first handoff? Who's sticking the football in your gut? Who wins this job?
I wish I knew. It's one I know right now they're giving each one of those guys the opportunity to win that job, and each one of them is making a case why they should do it. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see how it shakes out. And like I said, everybody in that locker room is behind whoever wins that job.
You guys were 9-7 last year, and and as BT mentioned, you're getting close. Do you feel that there is a vulnerability in the AFC East this year, and that anyone, especially with the Patriots aging and potentially the Tom Brady suspension coming down, we'll see what happens with that ultimately. But is this the opportunity for the Bills with the new look, with Rex Ryan and everybody else, to finally make it to the playoffs and ascend to the top?
Oh yeah, we believe so. It's not going to be easy. This division is full of some great teams. With New England, even with all the controversy they have going on, they're still New England. They know how to win football games. They know how to patch up, little holes wherever they may have them, keep that thing going. And, Miami has made some great moves. The Jets are making great moves. So nothing's going to be easy about it, but we feel like we have a tremendous team that can come out and compete with anybody, and we definitely feel like we have that opportunity to win it.
I'm interested what you think about your new teammate, Shady McCoy, your new backfield mate. Obviously came in slinging mud at the Philadelphia Eagles, or more specifically Chip Kelly. How's he been as a Bill?
Guys like him. It's something that, we stay out of that whole Philadelphia thing. We just kind of, brought him into Buffalo and let him do his thing while he's there in Buffalo. And that seemed to work out for us. So we don't care, what his problems he may have had in Philadelphia. That's all in the past. We want him here now to help us win games, and that's what we're focusing on.
So the running back of the Bills, Fred Jackson, CBS Sports Radio, Tiki and Tierney show. So you played against Rex for a couple of years, so you certainly know his style. He's brash, he's bold, he's loud, he's fun, he's everything. He's got to be a blast to play for as a player. But what has surprised you about Rex Ryan?
I can't say that there's really been much that surprises you about him. You know, he wears everything about himself on his sleeve. He puts it all out there. You know, as soon as we named him as our head coach out here, I got text messages from 3 guys saying you're going to love playing for Rex, and they've been nothing but true. He's a guy that knows how to take care of his players. He listens to whatever it is we may need, and he tries to get that done for us. So guys are going to love playing for a guy like that. They're going to come to battle and do everything that they can to help, win football games, for their head coach who treats them the way he treats us. So it's going to be a great season for us, and guys are definitely going to bust their butts.
Fred, as Tiki brought up before, you don't get, and rightfully so, it's a smart move not to get involved in the nonsense with Shady McCoy and the Eagles, and he's one of the stars on the team, or at least you would think he'll be one of the stars, so it makes even less sense to get involved with somebody who might not even make the team, and his name is Ican Impale, who decked, as you know, Geno Smith, and I thought your quotes were funny. You basically said, I don't care about it, it doesn't affect me, I'm not interested, but on some level, you have to admit that it's a very interesting move by your head coach going to get the guy who decked the Jets starting quarterback and knocked him out for 2 months. Come on.
It's like I said, that was between those guys. And for me to sit here and rack my brain and try and figure out what it was around and what happened and all that, I think just wastes my time. So IK, I know, is coming here and he's ready to play football. He's looking at this as a chance that he doesn't want to squander. You got to respect him for that. And I heard apologize and did things like that. So for me, I moved on just like he's moving on.
Yeah.
We want him to come in here and help us win football games, and we feel like he can do that. So we're looking forward to having him here.